Hi friends, I am going to share my learning about hummingbirds. Do you want to know some facts about hummingbirds? If you don't know, don't worry. I'll tell you. Do you know friends, a hummingbird breeds like 250 times when it is at rest. So, friends, I also need to tell you another fact. Male ruby-throated hummingbirds show off their ruby-colored necks to female ruby-throated hummingbirds to try to attract the females. And friends, let me also tell you a fact about their life. An average lifespan of a hummingbird is like only 5 years. And do you know a fact about their legs? Hummingbirds have very brittle feet and can barely walk. Barely walk means like it can't really walk so properly. So they prefer flying and perching on branches for the rest of most of their life because they can't walk properly, right? Perching means like holding on to a branch and standing with your claws, but we don't have claws. So and do you know what, friends? 30% of a hummingbird's weight is filled with their flight muscles. Flight muscles comes under wing muscles. The flight muscles help the hummingbird fly. And do you know what, friends? Hummingbirds can flap their wings so many times by the strength of their muscles. And do you know what, friends? Hummingbirds have to take nectar 7 times in an hour. That's a lot of nectar. And friends, hummingbirds are also so smart because they know what flowers they already took nectar from and how much time it takes that flower to refill. Okay, friends. So what I'm going to say is that hummingbirds need a lot of food or they might die off because they need lots and lots of energy to flap their wings so fast. We don't have the power to do that, right? When hummingbirds drink nectar, they also bring up pollen. And then when it's going to the other flowers, the pollen gets carried from one flower to another flower. That process is called pollination. So hummingbirds are called pollinators. And do you know, friends, when hummingbirds flap their wings so fast, they create a kind of humming sound. That is how the hummingbird got its name. And friends, hummingbirds are one of the smallest birds in America. And do you know what, friends? If we don't feed the hummingbirds in winter, the hummingbirds might get extinct. Why? Because hummingbirds rely on nectar that comes from flowers. But the flowers will wilt when winter comes. So the hummingbirds have no food. They can't even migrate in the snow in winter. So we have to feed them. We also got two bird feeders in a pack, and we added 1 spoon of sugar and 4 spoons of water. And then we made that kind of nectar, and then so the hummingbirds could drink. There are like tiny holes in those ones. That help the hummingbirds suck from the inside. Okay, friends, and I'm so happy that I shared my facts with you. So thank you, friends. Bye, friends.